These reminders are basically about two factors which are very decisive in our life. One is connecting to oneself and to each other on the basis of compassion. And the other is indirectly connected with it. There is the unconscious identification with our inner automatism, with our body, or which is, in other words, also the whole thing of personality or ego. So it is two of these things which are very, very basic. And when you are able to bring the attention to these areas, it can be very helpful. Because everybody is in different ways trying to get clear, get free, get fulfilled. And often it is in spite of all the things which are touched and reminded, an ongoing struggle with oneself. And it is again and again bringing frustration, disappointment, bitterness, helplessness. Because the more one is struggling, the more one gets entangled. Now how about that? He said the sound of the struggle. Could be something like that. But it is very valuable when we can bring attention to these areas and realize that all what we require is to see the reality, understand the nature of our reality in the right way. That is the meaning when it is said in the biblical teachings that only the truth can make you free. It is not trying to believe in something, it's not trying to change yourself. It is understanding the reality the way it is. That is why these two reminders will be very helpful when you take it to heart and put it into practice. The first reminder is like in every connection, look, what is preventing you from connecting in a compassionate way? Don't try to force any idea of compassion, but question and look. What is working in you which prevents you from being compassionate? Because compassion in a deeper sense is looking without being caught in any projections, without being caught in pride and prejudice, without being caught in that state where one sees oneself separate from the whole. Because compassion simply means the same passion which is now spread to the common reality, compassion. And this is very, very important to bring attention to this area, because that will make a big, decisive difference in your understanding of yourself. And you are not trying to change yourself. You are not trying to put yourself in a corner. You are not trying to blame yourself. You are not trying to say, oh, I am wrong, I am right. If you look carefully, you are exactly trapped in this judgment. And when you look, what is preventing you from being compassionate, you will also come into this unconscious judgmental process about yourself, about life, about everything. And this is very determinal in your becoming available to see and experience life the way it really is. So in all your connections, bring the question in you, am I really connecting this in this moment compassionately? And ask yourself, What is preventing me from being compassionate? And look, take some moments in this way. And remember, I'm not asking you to try to force a compassion. I'm not asking you to manage to look compassionate so that your image is polished. It's not a new image that you are seeking. It is removing the barriers which prevents you from experiencing the true beauty, the true wonder that what you are. And that is what makes all the difference. So this is the first reminder. And the second reminder is, look, that you come consciously into a space of non-identification again and again, many times during the day. Why is it important? When you can deliberately bring your attention to see that you are not identified with anything, neither with the body, nor with the automatic process, nor with any judgment, nor with any taking sides. And in this way, these moments you take to drop every form of identification. For every time for about 5 minutes. And that you combine it with two factors. One is before you eat or drink and before you go to the bathroom. Because these two periods are where there are things happening in your body, either a hunger feeling, thirst feeling, the taste, the wish to have the food. So there is a certain intensive process, and the other thing is when you have to go to the bathroom. There are factors working in you which brings your attention more easily to the body. So use these occasions for about 5 minutes just to let go of every form of identification. And as I mentioned in the beginning, they are very complementary. When you are practicing this, you will see that it enables you to understand yourself more deeply and also see what is preventing you from being compassionate. And remember, it's not making a knowledge of it all. It is just seeing behind the obvious. So, for example, in the first reminder of compassion, it's not just saying, oh, I am feeling irritated, or I'm angry, or there's unwillingness, but look deeper. What is perhaps the fear? What is perhaps the calculation? What is that what you are clinging to? And what idea of yourself you are holding to? And it is deeper. It's just the feeling of it is going to the energetical process of it. Because that is where you will see, when you are not energetically trapped in these reaction patterns, your energy becomes clear and free. And from that basis, your seeing, your understanding will be very direct, very much in touch with the reality. So work with both these reminders as wholeheartedly, as intensely, and as playfully as you can.